Tuesday in the hood, the Dusties are up to no good. Tuesday in the hood, the Dusties are up to no good. See Dusty's robbing, Dusty's jogging, he been robbing me more. It ain't safe at all. Saturday in the hood, the Dusties are up to no good. Dusty's chilling, Dusty's killing, closing all the business. Oh, they are derelicts. Saturday in the hood, the Dusties are up to no good. Yo, this is a hot mess. Aldi's, Target, Walgreens, other small black businesses. Now the gas station. Take a look at the video, folks. I told you before. Dusty's bring drama. They bring death and trauma. The financial implications, too much dust in the nations. I said it before in a prior video about all the crime, and while sometimes the shop owners try to diffuse things, because if you keep on calling the cops, you might have to spend some other dollars. I'll let the news station tell you. Check it out. Fair use.
After this violent murder outside a Westside gas station, it is back open. It had been shut down by the city.
Yeah, but now the owners have a list of new rules they have to follow to stay open. Our CBS 2 Stephen Graves, always investigating and digging into police data about calls of service from the business. Here's what we found out.
It is business as usual again at the Citco at Chicago and Hamlin after this brazen murder by assault rifle by the gas station earlier this month. A crime that led the city to closing Ahmed Muhsin's business for weeks.
I don't see how we're a detriment to the community.
He is now frustrated with new rules to reopen. One requires hiring what he calls costly armed security that must be present at the 24-hour business at all times.
If someone's running with an assault rifle, look at the kill, right? I don't see how we could prevent that.
This shop's closing prompted Arab American gas station owners to call out the city again on what they call unfair practices, shutting their businesses down over violations or crimes they say to stop violence.
The security guard most of the time is going to call the police like we would do.
So we requested calls for service at Muhsin's gas station off West Chicago. CPD data shows 222 calls since the beginning of this year. There was one previous call for murder in late April, one for a person with a gun, a little more than a dozen traffic or auto-related calls and battery complaints.
We've called on it relentlessly for 177 calls.
But 116 calls are labeled community interaction. Chicago police say that classification is new this year and includes officers talking to community members or dispersing crowds. The data does not show who makes the call, but Muhsin says most of those are his store calling police for loitering or potential drug activity.
They didn't show up for most of these.
In his eyes, his business can be an asset in stopping crime.
We've been there for 18 years. Never have we had this much violence. The violence is increasing everywhere, just not where we're at.
Just last week, the city closed another 24-hour business, a downtown McDonald's, after a mass shooting outside. In that case, the city cited hazardous electrical issues.
I don't know what needs to be changed, but there obviously is something broken in the system.
Muhsin says if he and other fellow gas station owners do not feel as though the city is taking enough action on this, they will
They're going to
close voluntarily, about 100 of them going on strike.
Wow.
Come summertime. Reporting in East Garfield Park, Steve.
Wow. So, if they go on strike this summertime, what the heck are they going to buy gasoline? 100 businesses thinking about going on strike. Here's the thing about it. The hood doesn't understand. Chicago doesn't understand. Well, first of all, as for you on the screen, you've been there 18 years. They getting ready to jack up your generational wealth. They getting ready to jack up your generational wealth. They're getting ready to jack it up for you. But those people, other communities like business owners, a lot of them know how to invest. Okay? A lot of them know how to invest. So let's look at two things. I want to run it back. I want you to see. My father used to say about certain people in the BC, they'll act up anywhere. No sense, they don't care. Will act up anywhere. Now, look at this clip. Let's kind of go back. I want you to watch, and this is not a child or a teenager, a grown behind dust bucket. Watch the black man with no shirt. Stop and think. Out of all those people around, look what he does, okay? You got the FDNY. It's already a bunch of drama. Look what he decides to do with all those folk around.
Just last week, the city closed another 24-hour business, a downtown McDonald's, after a mass shooting outside. In that case, the city cited hazardous electrical issues.
I don't know what needs to be changed, but there obviously is something broken in the system. Mosin says if he and other fellow gas station owners do not feel as though the city is taking enough action on this, they will close voluntarily, about 100 of them going on strike come summertime.
Come summertime. You think they're worried about their rent? Probably not. They're prepared to do this. Again, generational wealth. 100 of them might go on strike come summertime. Then what? What are you going to do now? Oh, we got a food desert. Oh, we got a gasoline desert. Your problem, hate to say, is this right here for Chicago. Sorry.
After a mass shooting outside, in that case, the city cited hazard.
So all those people out there, he decides, because he's a low-performing man, a certified POS, certified dust bucket, he owns nothing, controls nothing. Can't give you the definition of an LLC. LLC, oh no, man, I don't know him. He ain't part of my set. LLC, where he be hanging out at? Maybe I can help you. Is he on one? Is there an LLC, idiot? Oh, let me give you the hint. For $1,000, what's an LLC? I'm going to give you a hint. A limited liability. The last word is C. Take a wild guess. Man, I don't be playing them games. I don't be watching no Jeopardy. You better get on out of here with that simple shit. I ain't playing with you, girl. Go upside your head. Come up here with some alphabet stuff. You better go on. Playing some old Jeopardy game with me. I knock you the hell out. I see him as being that stupid. So what's the problem? So the people in the community. That's the problem. What are they going to do if 100 stores go on strike? So do you not see what is happening here? Food, now gasoline, restaurants. And if you think you're going to go into other parts of town, which the gasoline is extremely higher, some won't be able to afford it. And the ones that do, if you think you're going to go there after you've destroyed your property, you should. No one wants you in theirs. Then they're going to start profiling. Again, I'm telling you, I'm profiling everybody from 3 to 99. Did you not hear the man say they're prepared to go on strike? They can hold it out. They've got resources. They have resources. They know how to plan. What are we planning? How are we raising our children? And for the most, it's too late. Did you see that dust bucket fly across there and just sneak up on someone and behave like a savage animal, like the savage that he is? No sense, don't care. As my father say, they'll act up anywhere. Now I get it. You wonder why they're building more prisons and schools. And then you want to holler about gentrification. Oh my gosh. Really? 222 calls since this year. Are you kidding me? Carrying the seed of poverty D. But like I said before in the video, a lot of customers, they try to, you're like, oh, they call the police. Because you keep on calling so many times, this is what will happen. This is your business. I said it before months ago. Then you got to hire security. And they're saying 24-hour security. Can you imagine how that'll affect the bottom line? Then you wonder why is it, how you in the hood? Because you're always up to no good. You got dust buckets up to no good. And the good people there have to suffer. You're a decent black man there, you have to suffer too. And you got to watch your back from a female and a male hood rat. This is nothing new. These business owners say they probably haven't been implementing it, but you got this many calls, so all those officers having to come there over and over and over again. Dusties bring drama, they bring hella trauma. The financial implications. Too much dust in the nation. Think 100 businesses in Chicago thinking about going on strike. Thinking about going on strike for the summer. We can't get no gas. We don't want to be going to buy food. Well, figure it out. Like you figured out how to have that demonic child by that old deranged poverty D dude you've been laying up with. Hell, figure it out. My sympathy card, I'm telling you, it's near zero. Oh, gosh. It's maxed out. It's maxed out. And I'm not trying to increase the limit. It is maxed out. The business owner. Now you want to talk about redlining. You want to talk about gentrify. You need to get them all out because no one's going to put money. Why? You'll be losing money. Yeah, we're losing tens of thousands. Probably a lot of us 6 figures and up. People losing that kind of money in the stock market. And it sure as hell ain't pretty. But, if you're long, I say I'm along, I'm strong, I'm going to hold on. My friend, African American, I should listen to my brother. And we're not like brother, but I call him like a brother. I should listen to him. Man, that young black man, he was like, yeah, I put my money out. I wish I would have. He pulled his out. I said, man, you sit on that kind of cash, which he has a lot more than me. I'm not wealthy like that. But I'm like, wow. So these people, they have assets. Carrying the seed of poverty D, we've been doing it for generations. Not holding them in accountable. Here's what you get. Let the streets raise them. I did the best I could. That excuse is not working. It's not working. So yeah. We've gone from the food store, now we got a food desert. And you're behind you ready to have a gasoline desert. Won't be able to get a bag of chips. Why? Cut the bull crap. It's the people in the community. The people in the community don't know how to behave like people. Don't know how to live like neighbors. I was really quick. I was thinking about my wine delivery, and I was telling neighbors, I said, hey, I'm going to be out running some errands. So I'm going to have a wine delivery today, and I really don't want to miss it. So would you mind signing for it? And I'm just going to leave a little note to say, hey, if I'm not here, tell the delivery guy, go next door and sign for it. Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. So luckily the wine came. Yay! It's kind of heavy. So yeah, and they're just being neighborly. Hey, I gave them a bottle of wine. They seem to really like. People know how to live like people. Imagine if you in a hood. Well, first of all, if you're in the hood, I'm not sure if you're going to really do a wine delivery. It may not be safe. Child, the wine delivery might turn into a fight. Oh, no, someone said, that wine ain't come here, honey. That ain't my signature. And you'll be looking up, hey, she's on my patio. She's on her patio. Wow, look at all those bottles. Never known how to have bottles before. Huh. I just had a wine delivery from Wall Street Journal Wines, and there's the box in her trash. I know she got my wine. Hey, Kiki, are you sure you didn't get my wine? Because that wine delivery is coming from Wall Street Journal Wines, and I'm a regular customer, and I never seen you to have a box like that, but I see you have one in your trash, so maybe you signed for by mistake and don't remember. Maybe someone else did. Is that my wine? You can't do that. I done told you. Next thing you know, she want to box up. She want to box up because you're calling her out on the stolen wine. Then she might bring her man out. He might pull a gun on you. Oh, look, did she tell your short ass that ain't your wine? Uh-oh, now I got a 38 in my face. And it sounds like a joke. Over some wine. It could happen. People have died for less. I thought about that. Don't know how to live like people. Don't know how to live like people. So pretty soon, if the gas station close up, the liquor stores and all of that, the hood, I'm going to give you the heads up now. You might have to get your wine because you guys are going to probably be on a little, looking at maybe a little lockdown if they close up for the summer. I give you a little tip. You may have to start ordering online. I use WSJ.com. Yo, I need to go ahead and get me a little advertisement fee. But seriously, they're going to have to start getting really creative because you're driving the businesses out. So the issue here, I hate to say it, it's the people. 222 calls for this year. So yeah, grand opening, grand closing. What more is it going to take? How many stores are going to have to close? A whole community will go under. Why? I'm just going to keep it real with you. Because of the seed of poverty, D. Talking about electrical. Yeah, it's an electrical issue. It's an electrical issue that's coming up here with a dumb head, 2 arms, and dysfunctional legs. It's always walking and causing some drama. It's always walking and causing us a killing. That's the electrical issue. That brain is short. Somebody with a stupid head, 2 arms, and 2 legs. It's a shortage upstairs. That's what's going on. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. This is horrible. They're thinking about going on strike. What you gonna do then? You're destroying your own community, and man, just giving Black folks a bad rep. For the lot of us that are doing positive things, we're not like this. Every time you look up, I tell you, it's too much dust. For every Black woman trying to build, you probably got 10,000. Oh, them dusty. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They getting it crunk. Anyway, thanks for listening, people. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share them out. Stay safe.